Hey there, I'm Slightly Froggy. Welcome back to my stream. Today I'm continuing my playthrough of Mass Effect 3, and I've had a little bit of time to kind of collect myself, be hopefully a little less crying tonight, because we had back-to-back streams where we lost beloved friends, and I cried, which I don't normally do. I got really choked up, so hopefully tonight we're not gonna. Well, I say we, but I mean me. Hopefully, I'm not gonna be crying tonight. Hey there, Gen X Dad. Hope you're doing well tonight where you are. So, where we last left things off, we took care of Udina. He's he's been sorted out, but things are getting kind of messy. And the elusive man's got a hitman on his roster now, which, I mean, he probably did before. The man has many connections. It's part of being the elusive man. But I'll be curious to see what we get up to tonight. I imagine first I'm going to be doing a quick round of the ship. Just to see how everybody's doing. Hey there, Qual. Welcome back to the stream. I hope you're doing well tonight. So, we'll see what the vibes on the ship are. Because it's not like we have Thane on board. Do we have Ashley on board now? I'm not sure. But it was a close call with the council. Some helpful commenters on YouTube were sort of giving me, with permission, an idea of how things could have gone based on previous decisions. I did not realize that Kirihi was such a key to all of this. So, I'm really glad the other pieces fell into place. So I didn't have to rely on him and then have to go it alone. So, it is really interesting seeing where, like, all these little bits and pieces are kind of fitting into each other. And how that's now adding up into, sometimes heart-wrenching things happening. It's, these last couple streams have been a little rough. I'm not gonna lie. But hopefully tonight we'll have some good times. We'll have some excitement. Hopefully no crying. I've got my tissue on hand if things start getting emotional again. Which, I mean, it's an emotional game. It's gonna do that. But hopefully you're doing well on your end. I have to say I haven't been doing too much in the way of exciting. We had another cold snap recently, so for as much as it's like, yeah, like, spring's almost here. First day of spring today, I believe. As much as I wanted to get outside, it never ended up happening because we got some more of the snow. But hopefully that's the last of it because, oh my god, we're coming up on the end of March. Can you believe it? Where's the time going, honestly? I got some finals coming up. That's kind of what's been consuming my life for the past little while. That and watching the... Oh, I'm trying to remember the name of the tournament. It's the women's curling, like the Worlds. That's going on right now, so that's kind of been taking up my time outside of streaming and schoolwork. That's been my fun little distraction. So hopefully you've been getting up to some fun stuff on your end. More exciting than watching curling. Oh no, don't say that. Okay. So at least I'll have a break from the crying tonight. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Unless I royally screw something up, which is not outside the realm of possibilities. You never know. I try not to make any promises because I don't know what's going to happen. I'm going to make decisions. Sometimes they're going to be good decisions, and sometimes they're going to be not quite as good. And you just have to live with it, unless it's to do with Thane's son making a bad decision, in which case we save scum. We do that in that case, but he's on the right path. He was there with his dad at the very end, and it was a very sweet moment. Oh, hey there, Orange Brick. Hope you're doing well tonight. Happy tears soon. Okay. Alright, I'm excited. I could go for some happy tears. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like, while I know the overall tone of this one is a lot darker, like, they gotta balance it out a little bit. I don't know. It can't be a depressing slog the whole time. Some games can get away with that, but I don't know. I enjoy the fun moments of Mass Effect. Hey there, Simon. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing well tonight where you are. I told myself this past weekend I was going to start The Last of Us, and it didn't end up happening. It might have to wait until I'm done finals, unfortunately. That's when my brain will give myself a break. When I'm going to have a lull period between finals, so maybe that's when I'm going to do it. There's too many good shows. So who are we losing today? Hopefully nobody. Hopefully everybody is going to be fine and dandy on the Normandy, and we're going to go on fun adventures, and the Reapers are going to go, you know what? This whole taking over, no. We got better things to do. We're smart beings. We don't need to do this. And then they're just going to go on their merry way, and everything's going to be hunky-dory. Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be an anticlimax? It's just like, oh, the Reapers are leaving. Where are they going? Oh, they're just leaving. They're just like, seems like more trouble than it's worth. We've been doing this for a long time, you know. We see civilizations rise up. We swoop in, destroy them, take what we need, and then we leave, and then we let them do it all over again. I don't know, it's kind of boring after a while, so we're just gonna leave them be. Let them have this one. And if we change our minds later, we can always come back, no big deal. Wait, what's this Crucible thing they're working on? Nah, sounds stupid. Let them have this. Oh boy, but we are getting close to building up enough help and resources that we can possibly take on the Reapers. I would ideally like to build that up a little bit more before taking that. Like, I'd like to have like a healthy buffer on that bar. Because we haven't done Arya's stuff just yet. So we'll have to find a good opportunity to really get working on that. Because, yeah, that's DLC, if I'm remembering correctly. I'm finding I'm always forgetting which parts are, like, main game and which parts are DLC. I apologize for that. There's just... Because I'm coming into it later, it's hard for me to have that distinction. Usually it's, like, the chronological order of things is how I remember it. So when it's all introduced to me at once, it all just kind of, like, blurs together. Maybe that is what it is. We don't know how it works. Hey there, Texas. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing well tonight. It could just be a giant space microwave. Maybe that is the trick to defeating the Reapers. It's just a giant slingshot. We're just gonna throw, the mother of all Thresher Maws at each and every one of them. I know it was a small one that she took down, but I mean, she could still do some damage, I feel like. What is that? They're hurtling towards us. Oh my god. What is that? Oh, we'll give it one more minute before we get started. I'm hoping we're gonna get a little bit of levity in Mass Effect 3. Maybe I have to snoop it out. I'm not sure, but we gotta find some levity in this war game about loss and sacrifice. Oh, I could start the Dr. Bryson DLC. Ooh, waiting until the end. Udina. Okay, which is now. Okay. Is there a reference to that, or is it just usually, like, experience-wise, once you hit that point, it's usually pretty safe? Imagine you come into Bryson's and he's just like, hey, so how about Udina, right? Oof. If you come in there before doing that part, it's like, wait, what? What about Udina? It's one of the hardest parts of the game. Oh, okay. Usually I save that in Dr. Bryson's for lore sense until pre-endgame. Oh, okay. Turn on Crucible, I'm never gonna give. You know what? I'd be fine with that. I feel like that would, I don't know. That's a classic. I couldn't be mad at that. I'd be like it, I could just see it like theatrical. It's like building up, the music swells. You've got all these alternating shots of the crucible. It cuts to like all the different groups that help put it together and everybody's staring at it just in awe as this thing like starts to fire up, and then it's just oh, it's good to wait until mid-game. Okay. Some hints in the later mission don't make as much sense if you do the DLC first. Oh, interesting. Huh. Okay. Alright, I'll keep that in mind then. Alright, so would it maybe make sense to then wait on the Bryson DLC? Well, we'll see what we have at our disposal. It is 7:30, so it's time for us to get started. Mid to late game. Okay. Alright, so at this point, that's fine to do. Alright. I will say don't answer this question, but I am curious as to what it is about the Arya thing that makes it exceptionally tough. Oh, man, what a way to pick it up from here. Ugh. Alright, I don't think there's anything else I need to do here. Yep, there's no one here for me now. Oh. Definitely wait with Anderson DLC. Ooh, I don't know about that one, so I don't think I have access to that yet. But I'll keep an eye out.
The prisoners were indoctrinated.
You think?
And once the alarm was sounded,
Naira's eyes were black. The whole time, not just for a second. I could feel her mind from where I was standing. The humans were in the way, attacking us. I used my biotics, flung them around. I'd been horrified when Naira tore the farmers apart, but goddess, I ripped them in half. And it felt good.
there's nothing shameful about feeling an adrenaline rush during battle.
I might have killed more than Naira and those husks did. She wanted them alive, to turn them, and I...
And you survived.
I will want to do that before the point of no return. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Alright. Can probably head back to the... Oh, wait. No. I think I did have stuff I needed to do here. Hold up. Because the reason I came here was because things weren't going so hot at the Citadel. Alright. Who did I need to give it to? The Book of Plenix. From around, return it to him in the Presidium Commons. Okay, that's where I need to go. Here we go. Presidium Commons. Oh, is it? Oh, I'm excited.
Now arriving at Presidium Commons.
Alright, was he over this way? I'm trying to remember. No. Oh, he was...
It's my money and
Nope.
my account.
Oh, wait. What is he?
Your account helps fund Citadel defense. If you shut it down and hide the money under your bed, it hurts the war effort.
And if
Oh, okay.
Cerberus attacks
Then
again
maybe
and
I'll
takes
wait.
the Citadel, my money is gone. I'll take my chances on my own. Thank you.
So you're fleeing the Citadel? Running to Sanctuary? If you trust the Council, you'll stay here.
Why should I trust them? They couldn't stop Cerberus. What can they possibly do about the Reapers?
Nothing if you take your money and hide.
Get to the shop where Barlavan was, the guy with the Shadow Broker mission. Oh, okay.
Have you seen Palaven or Earth? You can't escape this war. At least here you've got the Council fighting for you.
But to fight, they need money. Money this bank has loaned them using accounts like yours.
Okay, damn it. Leave the account open.
Besides, how can someplace like Sanctuary promise more safety than the Citadel?
You're right. I guess all we can do is hope for the best.
There we go. Alright, what do I got here? I got Bryson, I got... Do I have the heating unit stabilizers? Enemy that is best revealed in a specific mission. Oh, okay. Alright. Oh, check the counter. Okay.
Welcome to Elkos Combine Arsenal Supplies.
Alright.
about our full service warranties.
Oh.
Visit any of our LCOS Combine affiliate branches
Oh.
for any and all personal needs.
Uh-oh. That's not good. Oh boy. And he's not having a good time back there either. He's going through it. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, actually, how are things looking over here?
I can't believe how hard the doctors are working to keep that terrorist bastard alive.
He's in intensive care?
He got blasted by Cerberus. They think he's just another victim.
Wounded Batarian. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'm just catching up on chat a little bit. This is the point with the bug. You didn't finish the mission, you'll still have it in the codex and could not turn it in. Oh. Okay, so that kind of has to stay as is then? Okay. Alright. Then I can't do too much about it, can I? Okay, so that's a bug. Interesting. So that's just gonna sit in my journal forever? Is it the Book of Planix, I'm assuming? There we go. Find them, bring them to him on the Presidium comments. Okay, I don't think I have that. Just seeing what else I've got here. Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha. Alright, so I'm still looking for my guy here. Okay. Yeah, I think he's around.
Auto-record on. The scene contains large scorch marks. Looks like 3 fatalities. Entire area shot to hell. Precision shots. I heard the Geth use jamming towers to prevent auto-targeting. If we had tech like that...
That was
You want my
so.
security vids, bring me a warrant.
Ooh, hold on.
Stonewalling me? Those vids could be vital to the war effort.
I doubt the Reapers have agents doing business in my cafe.
We're trying to protect you.
Hell of a job you're doing. See those scorch marks? Cerberus killed one of my servers right there. Where were you?
That's
Hey,
not
I lost
fair.
friends too. If you care about finding the Cerberus informants who made it happen, you'll give me the vids.
Here, I just want to hear the beginning of this. No? Ooh, okay. So the owner's got vids that could potentially give some intel. I mean, I'm tempted in this situation, kind of walking in the middle of it to side with the officer on this. Yeah, let me see if I can walk back into it.
You want my security vids, bring me a warrant.
You're stonewalling me? Those vids could be vital to the war effort.
I doubt the Reapers have agents doing business in my cafe.
We're trying to protect you.
Hell of a job you're doing.
Okay, I'm siding with the officer.
Cerberus.
We're at war. If you care about the safety of the Citadel, you'll help CSEC however you can.
Thank you, Commander.
I have some high-profile customers. If word gets out that I'm ratting them out to
That's
CSEC,
it.
You think I care about insider trading or electronic smuggling right now? I'm
That's
after
small
the bastards
time.
who attacked the Citadel. Nobody else. You've got my word.
all right. Just, I hope it helps.
See? That's alright. Here, let me double check my journal then, because apologies if I'm getting a lot of my missions kind of mixed up here. Yeah. Cover it from a ruin and return it to him in the Presidium Commons. Okay. To the Volus, yeah. Is it the other way? Here, I just want to confirm. So I'm trying to remember where he is. Nope, not you. Oh, hey.
Hello, Shepard. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
CSEC couldn't protect us when
Ooh,
Cerberus
more.
attacked. I'll take them to court.
You think a court is going to want more people running with guns right now?
Then I'll go to the wards and sell from the back room at Purgatory.
People are already scared. If you violate weapons laws, they'll just be scared and trigger happy.
Ooh. Okay, let me just wander back into that just so I can hear that again.
Rules be damned.
Excuse
People
me?
have a right to defend themselves.
If you start selling weapons to everyone on the Citadel, C-Sec will shut this whole place down.
C-Sec couldn't protect us when Cerberus attacked. I'll take them to court.
You think a court is going to want more people running with guns right now?
Then I'll go to the wards and sell from the back room at Purgatory.
People are already scared. If you violate weapons laws, they'll just be scared and trigger happy.
Okay. Scared people with guns is not a good combination, so I'm tempted to side with the Solarian on this one. I'll try not to kill anybody. No promises.
Would a bunch of civilians shooting at anything that moves make the Citadel safer?
The commander's right. Maybe if the council organizes a civilian militia with training. Otherwise, they'll just panic and get themselves killed.
I just want people to be safe.
I know, but second-guessing C-Sec isn't the way. What if we submit a proposal to start a militia?
Okay, that'd be something.
There we go. We came to a nice, good understanding. Look at that. Okay. Not him. Okay, it's a Volus on the Presidium Commons somewhere.
Commander Shepard, do you have a minute?
Oh, hello.
Can I help you?
Jordan Knowles, E-Crimes.
Ooh.
It's an honor to meet you, Commander.
Oh, that's awesome.
I've got a potential security leak. I haven't seen anything major yet, but better to be safe, right?
Everyone was well fed and having a good time.
console.
Got it. Looks like a collection of access codes.
They're Batarian diplomatic codes, from back when they had an embassy on the Citadel. If you can use your Spectre access to find them, I can shut them down.
I can access restricted intel at the Spectre office in the embassy. If I find anything, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Keep enforcing the law.
There's a lot of these happening on the Citadel right now.
As always. Without that, everything goes to hell.
Look at Paladin, my friend. We're in hell. We should be looking for terrorists. The rest can take care of itself.
So the bar fights, the drunken disorderlies down by that purgatory place?
How does cracking down on that crap help us win the war? People need to blow off steam right now.
And how does letting the misdemeanors go help the war?
Less time spent on the light stuff means the Citadel has more money for defense.
Ooh. Here, let me come back into that.
We have to keep enforcing the law. Same as always. Without that, everything goes to hell.
Look at Paladin, my friend. We're in hell. We should be looking for terrorists. The rest can take care of itself.
So the bar fights, the drunken disorder...
So I feel kind of bad. So I'm wanting to side with the guy in this one because it's like, well, you do need to have some kind of law and order because people are kind of freaked out right now. We kind of... Stability is good. But I'm also thinking back to the fight I broke out with the Turian and the bar owner there, where it's sort of like, well, you can't go sniffing around. It's like, don't worry, like, I don't care about, like, the dumb smuggling stuff. So it's like, I feel like I'm kind of going against myself a little bit here. I feel like I'm not being very consistent, but in this situation, I'm siding with him on this, just because it's like, there does need to be some kind of, like, order to things. I don't know. Like, her whole idea of, like, they're just blowing off steam. It's like, yeah, but where do you draw the line with that, though? Like, when things start to escalate. I don't know. I feel like you kind of need a harder stance than that.
Police down by that purgatory place?
Everyone on the Citadel knows we're at war now. You have to show them that C-Sec is still in control.
The commander's right. We need people coming into work every day. We need things to keep running. Otherwise, today's bar fight could be tomorrow's street riot.
Yeah, maybe you're right. This feels so damn petty right now.
Her comment about the money got me a little bit concerned, though.
I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. Maybe these heating stabilizer schematics could help.
This is amazing. The colonists, my sister, will be most pleased. Thank you. I am in your debt.
Aw, I'm making everybody happy today.
I'd
just don't understand why you're suddenly so conflicted.
Look, the asshole's in custody now. Killing him won't bring anyone back.
It's about justice. The man is a traitor and a murderer. You saw what he did to your wife, to my husband.
And didn't bat an eyelash. He's evil, there's no doubt.
What's going on here?
I'm in position at CSEC. Draw them away, and I'll move in and make the kill.
Don't answer that.
I'm sorry, what? Oh. Nope. Hold up. Let me double check these. I'm trying to keep track of all, oh my god, look at all these Citadel missions. Holy crap. Okay. Alright, comments, Cerberus retribution. They're preparing to carry out some sort of assassination at the CSEC office in the preceding comments. Go there and look for suspicious activity. Ooh. For Cerberus poison tailored to Turians. Find a sample of the toxin, delivered it to the Huerta Memorial Hospital. There's Bryson. There's the Reaper code fragments. Detect enemy movements. Find a code fragment, deliver it to the Citadel Embassy. Target jamming technology. Goodness, there are so many. I might have a little bit of trouble trying to make heads or tails of this, but I'm still looking for this Volus. Oh, hey there, Bethy Bear 24. Thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. I hope you're having a good night where you are. Alright.
If I was his doctor, I'd pull the plug.
You don't want this guy dead. He could lead us to other suspects.
She's got
Who's
a
gonna
point.
have time to find them in the middle of a war?
Oh, Ninja Rabbit Zero, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're having a good night. Alright, where is this Volus? Did I miss him? Is it you? The one who was looking for the Plenex. Or maybe that is at the embassy. Hey there! Alright, let me try checking the embassies. Is it? Okay, because it said he was on the Presidium Commons, so I mean, that's on them if he's at the embassies. Let me check the embassies. Alright, what other fights do I have to break up here? Yeah, that's not looking good. Was it you?
Thank you again, Earth Clan. Our military strength is minimal,
Hey there, Natrix.
but we are proud to help as we can.
It was the Book of Plenex 1.
Lieutenant Commander Ashley Williams, the second human Spectre, assisted Commander Shepard in...
Here we go. It's over here somewhere? Where is he? Okay. Okay, so it's not just me getting all the Volus confused.
I filled out all the forms you requested and jumped through every hoop. I don't even know where Nyota is, and I'm gonna be deployed soon, too. Everyone's been called back to active duty since Earth was attacked.
I understand, but...
I can't leave my daughter here alone. I need to send her back to Thessia, to her family.
These things are very complicated, and usually take a very long time.
I don't have
It's even worse
time.
with everything going on right now. I'm very sorry. If you can't accept a fostering by proxy until her file is processed, there's nothing more I can do.
What is happening over here? It's, join the fight. Up in the commons to the left of where Barlavon was. Okay. Here. Actually, while I'm here, I do have to get to, the Spectre terminal. Mission text is the same, whether you've gotten the book or not. That's not it, could be bugged. Oh, okay. I'll double check it just in case. Ooh, look at all of these! Okay. Medical supplies. Medical supplies, originally meant for occupied zones, have been rerouted to the Citadel because the Reaper invasion has made delivery impossible. The supplies are currently in lockdown on the docks, but can be released to the Huerta Memorial Hospital under Spectre authority. I mean, been rerouted because they can't deliver. I mean, if they can't go anywhere else, I mean, at least they'll be put to some kind of use. They're not just going to be sitting around in a warehouse somewhere. I'm going to authorize this. Authorize civilian militia. Here we go. CSEC has fielded requests for civilian militia to defend the Citadel in the event of another attack. Many CSEC officers believe a militia would benefit the Citadel's state of readiness and improve morale, but they lack funds and clearance for the program. Spectre authorization would allow CSEC to begin training civilian volunteers using funds normally allocated to executive bonuses. Oh, I cannot hit authorize fast enough. Executives don't need bonuses right now. We're in a war. This financial report is for top-level embassy access only. According to financial estimates from First Arun Investment Trust, a division of Elkos Combine, the Citadel races cannot sustain the cost of the war effort for more than 1 year. Although military spending has stimulated certain market sectors, shortages and rationing in other areas have depressed the financial system. Civilian discretionary spending has fallen, except in entertainment areas like escapist vids and drinking. First Arun is borrowing heavily to provide funds for key functions across the Citadel, but if the war does not end within the next year, galactic financial collapse is inevitable. Okay, can't do anything about that. That's just an update. CSEC has requested a number of surveillance warrants in an attempt to find evidence that would incriminate Cerberus informants on the Citadel. Officers have tapped public surveillance feeds but do not have legal access to private security feeds. Spectre authorization would enable CSEC to tap into business feeds without informing civilian agencies. Ooh. I don't know if I feel good about this one. I'm not usually a big fan of, like, agencies having this much reach without authorization. Ooh, okay, I might have to I'm gonna look at the other two and I'm gonna come back to this one. I've got some conflicted feelings about this one. Okay, a Batarian patient named Gorek is located in a makeshift clinic in the temporary refugee camp at Docking Bay E-24. He is suffering from undisclosed but severe injuries. Medical staff from Huerta Memorial Hospital have provided painkillers, but there is no viable long-term treatment. Because the Batarian hegemony refuses to share records, no data on Gorek is available prior to his arrival on the Citadel. Okay, so I might have to investigate that. With Spectre-level access codes, it is possible to bypass standard security protocols and track top-level diplomatic dispatches. The location of consoles accessed using suspect ciphers will be uploaded to the Spectre's Omni tool and highlighted for easy detection. I mean, I feel like this is I kind of have to do this for the mission, for the side mission. So I'm gonna enable this. Yeah, let me just double check this. Bypass standard security protocols and trap top level. All right. I mean, we've been having some funky behavior with some of our diplomats. All right. Okay, surveillance authorization. Here we go. Oh, I gotta make a call on this one. Hold up. Let me just double check this again, just to make sure I'm getting the wording correctly. Surveillance warrants and identifying evidence that would incriminate. It was not. It was not fancy behavior. It was very unchill behavior right there. What an asshole. I'm glad he's dead. Oh boy, private security feed access. I'm tempted to authorize this just because I get the feeling if I don't, it's gonna be, we could have known about this, but we chose, like, I don't feel good about this. I really don't. Okay. Go with your gut. Make a call. Just maybe with more information they could do better next time. I mean, like, we've got a civilian militia building up, so I mean, we're working with the people, but it's like it's war times. I was gonna say, I'm not using this to justify this. I kind of am. But normally I would not agree with this behavior, but I'm really heavily considering it. Getting, the human's interest in first place, kind of like, yeah. His heart was in the right place. The council's not doing anything, so I'm gonna work with the elusive man. There we go. I've committed to it. Let's go. Alright. Citadel Defense Force. Alright. Oh, look at that. And it's done. I've committed to it. Can't do anything about it now. Alright. Don't think there's anything new there. Okay, we'll leave it at that. Alright. And I'm gonna save. So then that way we've committed to it now. Alright. I've gone against what I personally believe in, but hopefully it comes to something good.
Problem, boss. Cerberus has changed their ciphers, and our code breakers aren't getting anywhere at the moment. I've got our best teams working in shifts on it, but ensuring Citadel systems integrity is just gonna take time. If we can get some of their field encryption tools, maybe sample ciphers. I understand. Keep trying.
Okay. Another Citadel mission. Alright. Oh, look at that list. Oh my god. Okay. Sorry, the Presidium Commons needs a statue from the Hesperia period to help with Crucible research. Find one in the Athena nebula and deliver it to her. Okay, so we got some fetch missions that we have to do here, along with ooh, you know what, I should get this Book of Plenix thing done and over with. Get it crossed off my list. I'm gonna check the Presidium Commons just one more time. And then after that, I'm gonna assume it's a glitch and I'm just gonna write it off if I can't find the guy. This isn't even all of them. Oh no.
Grissom Academy also fell to the Reapers when Elysium was attacked.
Grissom.
But Alliance forces were able to evacuate all students.
Yep, we did well. We did good. Alright.
Spectre status recognized. 1 moment, please.
Alright. I'm gonna double check it just one more time.
Now arriving at
Okay, so he wasn't that way. Would he maybe be upstairs?
So did you tell the refugee camp who Gorik really is?
I tried.
Continue their assault on Asari space, claiming the nebulous cosmos.
Oh, thank goodness the Blasto poster is still here. Oh. It's gonna win an Academy Award, just you watch. Alright, gotta do a little shepherd shuffle up these stairs. Anything new over?
The Krogan are the only race that can fight on the toxic world, so they need support. Well, ideally, something like a Cacliosaur. They're good in mountains, immune to toxins, ferociously loyal to their riders. Yes, they'd be ideal. Unfortunately, they were driven to extinction during the Rachni War.
Oh, we have to find
unless
fossils
we can engineer
now.
Something new, Krogan on toxic worlds will have to fight on foot without support.
And the Jellyfish Award goes to Blasto 6. Blasto wins every year. It's just jellyfish bait at this point.
Can't believe how hard.
Alright. Looking for a vote list. Oh, hello.
These are control schematics for Cerberus turrets.
Hey.
Will these help?
Damn right they will. I'll have you
Damn
crimes dig
right.
into them. Might even help us find the little presents Cerberus left for us. Thanks a lot. This is gonna save lives.
Look at that. We crossed off one from the list. While trying to do another one. Oh. What's going on over here?
Commander Shepard. Guess I know what happened to my backup.
Excuse me?
Come on. I'm in CSEC in civilian gear with a weapon. I know what I'm made. Just let me explain. Captain Aaron Summers, Alliance Marines, retired.
Yeah, 99
Captain
to go.
Summers?
There's a prisoner here. CSEC officer who helped Cerberus. CSEC caught him when you stopped the coup. Now he's offering them intel on Cerberus to get a better deal.
Why are you telling me this?
Because he doesn't deserve a better deal. He killed people during the coup, good people. And he's former Alliance, like us. The way I figure it, he's our problem to fix.
Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. I am so glad I have my charm option here. We need the intel. The intel's more important. He can be dealt with afterwards.
If you gun that man down, you're dishonoring the uniform just as much as he did.
Like hell I am.
I don't like plea bargains any more than you do. But the intel we get will save lives.
Yeah.
Says who?
Our superiors. The people we swore to serve and trust, Captain Summers.
Yes, Commander. Sorry, Commander. I'll shut it down. Thanks.
There we go. We'll see how that potentially backfires later. Alright. Here, Volus. This one guy's like, this is gonna take me forever to clean off. Okay, you? Nope, not you. Nope. Liara's just hanging out. You? Nope. Not you. Alright, I might have to write that off as just a bug. I know I've got this last little bit over here, but... Oh, hey there, Gabsby. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing well tonight. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't find this guy. I might have to just, write that off and move along. Watch, that was something I had to do before the Citadel got taken over by Cerberus. Alright. Alright, what's the next one? What's next on the list? Let's roll through. I was looking for the Volus that I'm supposed to give the Book of Plenix to. I went through all the trouble to find it. It says he's on the Presidium Commons. I cannot find him. For the life of me. So, I even went through the trouble of checking the embassies. He's not there. So, I've got this cool book that I now just have. Okay, what do we got here? Find him in the refugee camp. Alright. Ooh. No, it's just Liara. That was a good point. Thank you, Scotty. No, but it doesn't look like he is. Just Liara. Alright, let's go to the... Let's see, holding area.
Now arriving at Docking Bay E24.
The galaxy needs to understand what these refugees have been through. Can't you let me in?
No.
I only need a couple of hours of footage.
You're not crossing that dock. I heard that. Your drone's not sneaking in either.
Wait, aren't you Commander Shepard? Solik Vast, documentary maker. Please, maybe you can help.
Documentarian.
I'm trying to document the stories of the refugees coming to the Citadel. Their loss, their sacrifices, their moments of bravery.
Something holding you back?
CSEC won't allow me on the docks. They say I'd be disruptive. But you could catch a few quick shots for me.
Oh, they sometimes could not complete it right after the Cerberus attack, but could complete it later when the Citadel got repaired. Okay, so I'll keep an eye out. But thank you for the heads up, Simon, on that. It is much appreciated, because admittedly, I am not the most geographically skilled person. Getting lost is my specialty, as you well know, so I was worried I lost this guy. It's like, where is he?
There are lots of refugees on the rest of the Citadel.
It won't have the same impact as seeing crowds trapped on the docks. We all need to help each other. I want this documentary to shock people into action.
I mean, Paragon says to do it. Mind you, I have Spectre status, so I can do what I want.
Good idea. The galaxy should see what these refugees have been through.
Thank you, Commander. That's exactly what I'm hoping for. If you could just take a few shots with your Omni tool in the refugee camp. I'll be here when you're done.
All right. Inspirational stories. Ooh, a photo opera.
I can't really use that. Could you try again, please?
That's what I was wondering. I'm like, what am I supposed to be shooting here with this? Am I supposed to be like looking outwards? Like this shot could work. But I mean, cargo containers, probably not so much. Doesn't make for good B-roll. Hey,
You okay?
Cortez.
I've just been standing here, holding this for I don't know how long. It'll always be a part of me.
Your past is yours. No one can take that away.
I love you, but I know you. Don't make me an anchor. Promise me, Steve.
Goodbye, Robert.
Oh.
I'm glad you came.
Probably just needs a moment.
Yes, that's just what this documentary needs.
People crying. Catch them at their most vulnerable. And hey there, Alex Freak. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing well tonight.
I just need a few moments to myself.
Of course. I mean, I know I took the pictures, so I'm implicated in this, but I know. Hopefully that's the one thing. We'll see.
I think it needs to be more about the refugees.
Yeah, less about the cops. Hey, where's your human friend? This the same guy? Oh. Sure.
Pressure's okay. No infection so far.
Can I talk to him?
Only if it's important, Commander. He's hurt bad. Take down the sedative a bit, but hurry. I peg his survival at 50-50.
Oof.
Are you Gorek?
Go away. Nothing to say.
No, well, I mean, that's that then.
Not even
Let's
what
go.
a terrorist's doing on the Citadel?
You!
Do I know you?
Every Batarian with someone on Aratot remembers your face.
Planet that got caught in the Alpha Relay explosion.
You butchered a colony, only regret. Don't have the strength to.
For whatever it's worth, I did try to warn them. It could never have made it there on time.
I destroyed Aratot's relay to stop the Reapers from pouring through.
Ha! Easy for you to claim now that they're here. Don't pretend you have any remorse.
I do feel bad, genuinely.
You think I didn't feel guilty? I destroyed a colony. I've thought about the people who died, about how I couldn't warn them in time. In the end, I didn't have a choice. But I'm sorry, if that means anything.
If you're so remorseful, if you have any real guilt, show some mercy. Unplug this machine. Let me join my family.
Okay. Man, I sure hope that if I do what he says and I shut off his life support, another Batarian's killing another Batarian shepherd. What is it you've got against Batarians? He told me to do it. I'm gonna do what he says. I don't feel good about this. Nurse is like, what are you doing? No. Hey there, Olaf. Welcome back to the stream. Hope you're doing well tonight. What a moment to come into here. This guy's like, so can I just leave, or what? Do I have paperwork I gotta fill out now? Commander Shepard has killed a Batarian in the refugee camp. Hey, buddy.
Thank you, human. We will hold the pillars close to our hearts and persevere.
Oh, boy. Oh, this isn't... I didn't mean to. This feels inappropriate, but...
Great shot, Commander.
Shut up. Oh. Hey, buddy.
I need support. Someone sabotaged the Metagel dispensers, and I've got some idiot preaching about Cerberus down here. No, I've contacted CSEC. They said it's not a priority and it doesn't matter. What matters is that I've got Turian soldiers dying for lack of medication.
Ah, crap.
Shepard, you saved my life again.
What happened?
Cerberus troopers came through here to secure the docks. They lined us all
up.
Then, one of them started asking around for me by name.
But they didn't find you.
Their record said I went off-grid. If I hadn't changed my identity, I don't know what would have happened. Thank you.
Oh, Callie. You lived another day to bone some alien strange. Good for you. Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm waiting.
Waiting? Waiting for who?
For my parents. They put me on the rescue transport and said to wait for them here.
Hey there, Jormungandr. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Welcome. Hope you're doing well.
Safe enough place. Look, if anyone bothers you, let me know.
Is he coming on to her?
Okay?
Sure thing, sir. Thanks.
Hey, little lady.
Excellent. That will really get people's attention. Thank you, Commander.
Two people. Okay, I was.
Meet me again when you're able.
Two people arguing. Perfect. A+ material. Great stuff.
Son of a bitch.
Hey, Commander.
Hey.
James, enjoying yourself?
Yeah.
Try not to lose everything. Those clothes are Alliance property.
Have a little faith, Lola.
I have a little.
You just gonna stand there and watch?
Yep. I am playing. I'm assuming it's poker.
You're kind of making me nervous, Commander.
Good, I should be. Yeah, let's argue right now.
I'd ask them to deal you in, but I think they're afraid of you.
Nah. Afraid to lose? There he goes again. Here I go, losing again.
Just need more food. I can give you the location of some ruins. Prothean ruins on Gay Hinnom in the Hades Nexus. If you could get past the Reaper patrols, I'm sure you'd find something valuable. That's got to be worth something. Please, my family is starving.
Oh, another fetch mission. Hey, buddy.
Hey, I've assumed full control of Eclipse, and we're committed to moving forward with Arya.
Where are we right now? So Cerberus attacked the Citadel. We took care of it, took care of Udina, convinced Ashley to let us do what we needed to do, so nobody else had to get hurt. And now I'm kind of taking a look at all the whole whack of Citadel missions I have to do now. There's so many. There's so many. Okay. So I know some of these I'm gonna have to do elsewhere. Okay, him. Okay. So maybe we'll do some fetch stuff. Run from some Reapers a little bit.
I have your footage.
Thank you, Commander. I'll start editing it right away.
Ooh, leveled up. Look at that. Actually, is Allers gonna be pissed? She's like, I feel like you should have given that to me.
Select a destination. 1 moment, please.
Ooh, actually, how are things over at Purgatory since the Cerberus attack here? I just wanna...
Brinley, you do not understand. The code of the ancients is the collected wisdom of our people. With overwhelming sadness, it was lost when Dakuna fell. Without it, we lack the guidance we need. With certainty, we need the wisdom of our ancestors in these trying times.
Alright, here, let me take a look around
How's the
Purgatory.
head? Good. Concussion's almost gone.
Good. When I heard you were injured.
It was stupid. I should have ducked when that wall came down. Something good has come out of all this, though. Got new equipment. Sent me a set of Vortex armor. Man, summoning supply sure messed that one up.
Oh, I've heard those are pretty good.
It's great. I'd only be safer inside a tank. It's why Vortex gear costs more than I make in a year.
It's on C-Sec's dime, I guess. Anything here? Okay, the fellas are gone. Let's see what else is going on here. Oh, Mel! Is Mel getting to have a good time with the guys? There's Ari.
No, the problem is that our people are terrible at making war. The library at Asha had sacred texts on the ways of the Huntress, the defining works on the art of battle. But the Nimbus cluster has already fallen, and our people are here dancing instead of fighting.
Alright, another mission. Jack! Hey!
Ugh, this sucks. What have you got there? Duty roster for the students. It's what I do for fun now. They've got us spread out across Alliance units. Reinforcing barriers, modding ammo, that kind of thing. How are they holding up? They're fine. They're not the ones reading duty rosters while on shore leave.
Doing homework. Some kind of wuss. Ugh.
Complain if you like, but I think military life suits you. Hey, running back to the Alliance was your lifelong dream, not mine. Come on, plenty of combat, free room and board, and people you can depend on. Yeah, maybe your little suicide squad taught me something about teamwork. Speaking of which, thanks.
She learned about the power of
guys are handling the
friendship.
support stuff well. Still see some action, but they're not on the front lines. They've saved a lot of lives. It'd be a hell of a lot more fun with you. You find bigger fights. But the little shits are useless without me. I gotta stick with them. 'Cause I'm dependable now, apparently. I blame you for this, Shepard.
Oh, so much growth. I love it.
Come on. What?
Having a drink?
The duty rosters can wait. Right now, you're on shore leave.
We're gonna party it up with Jack. Does Jack dance? Oh, I might need to click.
Shepard, everybody knows you can't dance.
It's true. I love Jack.
Yeah, this place is so clean it squeaks. Anyhow, thanks for the drink. But why'd you drag me out here?
You, still got that merchant freighter?
Yeah,
Looking for work?
might as well. What you got?
Yeah? Oh, thought I was gonna get the heads up about something. Okay. Dancing, otherwise... Edie, what are you doing? That's... I'm sorry, this feels like the setup for a scene from Star Trek The Next Generation, just Data standing there or something, just being like, Edie, what are you doing, sweetie?
I'm curious. What material is your face made from?
That's not what I wanted to ask.
A flexible biomimetic nanomaterial over a metallic skull. The skin uses shear thickening technology to help protect the central processing unit in the head. If the skin is struck or shot, it solidifies to absorb the impact. It also is capable of limited self-healing.
And what about the hair?
It is of similar construction. For defense, I have set it to cohere into a solid piece. However, for infiltration purposes, it can be parted into individual strands. If it has recently been exposed to water, I generally can't do a thing with it.
I know that feeling.
If I'm not needed to answer an inquiry, I would like some time alone.
I would like to continue to watch these strangers dance. Oh, okay. Oh, whoops. I didn't go all the way over here because I was busy hanging out with Jack. Nothing over here, fellas? Okay. How about you, sir?
The banner of the 1st Regiment. That should put some steel in their spine.
I'm glad he still likes it. What else do we got here? Excuse me. Nope, nothing going on over here. Oh, Joker. Jeez, I almost missed you, buddy. Yeah, why is he over here when she's all the way up? Can he see her? Maybe he can. Maybe he's watching her. It's just like, keeping an eye out for my girl.
Look at this. All it took was a Cerberus attack on the Citadel to get folks around here to pay attention to the war.
How's this any different from normal?
Can't you see the desperation? This isn't happy dancing. This is forget my problems dancing. Look at the arms.
A lot of swinging.
If a guy waves his arms like that, he's worrying about a lot more than looking stupid on the dance floor.
That's surprisingly observant.
I've had time to watch a lot of dancing from the sidelines. Speaking of which...
Dancing?
Watching from the sidelines. What do you think about me and Edie?
Really? No. I mean, I'm in full support of Joker and Edie. I think it's cute. I'm all for it. It feels the most right that a man would fall in love with the ship he's piloting. Ooh, I do jokingly want to ask about this though. Okay. I'm only asking this, when was the last time I saved? If I select what about you and me, will that cause problems? Because I know that's typically in the spot where it's like, this is just for funsies. You can ask about this.
You know, with all this interest in Edie, it's possible you've overlooked other options.
Because I don't want to hook up with Joker.
I never really considered it, Commander. No offense.
Ooh, this is accelerating more than I thought it would be. Ooh, I don't know about this. Please let me go back to asking about Edie. I don't actually want to pick up Joker. I am in a committed relationship.
And now that you're considering it?
I've served with you from the day you took command. I'd follow you into hell.
But not into my quarters.
Well, chain of command, Shepard.
Yeah, this is too serious.
In an alternate dimension without military ranks, I would rock your world.
But in this one, Edie?
Well, yeah. What do you think?
Okay, I'm glad it came back around. I will say, that was a lot more serious than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be a jokey, like, but I'm also his boss, so, like, I totally get it. Like, God damn it, Shepard, HR's gonna get another call again. Shepard, stop it!
Why not?
Because I could break a bone just from some light over-the-clothes action?
It's always a risk. But then so are the Reapers.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on dating Harbinger.
You know what I mean. If we all ended up dead this time tomorrow, what would you regret?
Getting a shattered pelvis. And a broken heart.
We have doctors.
Such a stupid idea.
Be her friend? Come on. Okay, actually, quick question. If you're playing as male Shepard, can you romance Edie? Or is she, like, strictly just like she's her own thing? I'm just curious. I don't know if I'd want to date Edie, but I hadn't even considered that she might potentially be an option. You can't? Okay. She was written for Joker, and that's it. Okay, I get it.
If you could be out there right now on the dance floor, would you be waving your arms?
Yeah.
Sounds like you got bigger things to worry about than looking stupid.
Yeah, guess I do.
Yeah.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
She knows what she likes. Oh, please tell me I can see dancing. Where is he? Where is he? Oh my god, they're dancing! Yeah. Edie, you have to dance too. Oh.
Haven't broken anything yet. That's a start.
Oh, good for you, buddy.
Haven't broken anything yet. That's a start.
Oh, I feel like we're missing like a cute scene where like he's showing Edie how to dance. That would be cute. I'd love that. But we'll leave that as is. That's enough time on Purgatory. Alright, let's head back to the Normandy and see how everybody's doing. Although, ooh, actually, no, there is one location I haven't been to yet. I'm into the docking area. Just wait for later? Okay. Okay. I should check this area as well. How is everybody? Because I'm sure there's going to be something here for me to do. More missions.
I've got your briefing, Private. Let's fill you in before the squad arrives. The Alliance is posting us to an Ezo mining facility on Zani. It's a low-gravity planet, toxic atmosphere. You'll be expected to maintain full survival gear. Any questions?
Are we playing security, Sergeant Ullenby?
No, Private. We are not.
Anything else going on over here? Traitor. Okay. Nothing from you. Oh, Prothean data drives. Okay. Okay. Okay, one more mission, but otherwise nothing new there. Hey! Hey, Ashley.
Shepard. I don't know what to say. I'm trying to go over everything in my head. Make sense of it.
Okay, this feels like a weird thing to say because she was trying to help out the diplomats in the council. She wasn't... That's weird. Yeah.
Your bandages were still fresh. How did you end up working with Udina?
Oh.
You saw me in the hospital.
Spectre.
I was going crazy. Felt like I was letting everyone down. When Udina offered to make me a Spectre, I thought it was a chance to do some good.
I couldn't just sit back and watch either.
Yeah. But it sure turned into a mess.
I don't think so. Apologies, I'm doing a lot of running around. It's probably not super exciting. I'm trying to pick up the pieces a little bit here. I have to double check what that's all about. I was just heading back to the Normandy, actually. Complete the side quest with the C-Sec officer and the codes. I don't think so. I'll have to double check.
I never wanted to put you in that situation. We're on the same side.
Well, that'll be the first and last time I wave a gun at my commanding officer.
We stopped Udina and got to walk away. That's the important part.
I can't believe he was responsible for all of it. Was he indoctrinated?
It's hard to say.
Probably not.
How do we fight something that can worm its way into your head?
I don't know. But we don't have a choice.
I wanted to talk to you about that. Hackett asked me to join his team. It's a great offer, but I'd prefer to ride this thing out aboard the Normandy.
You can tell her to, like, buzz off. No, welcome aboard, Ashley.
Permission granted, Lieutenant. Just keep your gun pointed at the Reapers, okay?
I'd prefer it, thanks.
Grab your gear and find a bunk, Williams.
Aye, aye, Captain.
And Ash.
Yeah?
It's good to have you back.
Yes, ma'am.
Aw, look at that. We lost someone, we gained someone.
Shepard, I got Anderson patched in. I was just getting him up to speed.
Udina? That SOB was always power hungry. But this?
He wasn't in charge.
You left your post,
Cerberus
Dad.
was just using him to take control of the Citadel.
What the hell for?
I don't know. Not yet.
Could have been a lot worse. Shepard stopped the assassination attempt on Counselor Valorn.
What? Your assassin. I'll have Hackett send you my reports on him.
Oh, he didn't say that last bit. Short story, be careful. You know this guy?
I take it you two have met.
Keeley Sanders and I had our share of run-ins with him. I shot him in both legs once. Thought that might be the end of him. But he showed up again on Omega, even stronger.
Oh boy.
Elusive man patch him up?
That'd be my guess. Given what they were able to do with you and Grayson. It's a safe bet Lang's even more dangerous now.
Oh, great. Every time we kill him, it just makes him stronger. Captain. I guess because, like, I'm running the ship, so I guess it was kind of more in like a, like, I was saying, welcome aboard. I guess it was more of a, less of a rank thing and more of like a sea imagery sort of thing. But I didn't even catch that. Good eye on that. Tally's the only one who uses Captain. Ooh, right. I forgot about that detail.
I'll take whatever advantage I can get against these bastards.
Their attempts may have had at least one unintended side effect. I received word from the Asari Counselor. They're requesting an update on the Crucible.
Lang has them scared. Enough to send help?
Yes, the Asari and Solarians are both throwing in their support now.
After all that.
How's your progress on the Crucible?
Good. Our estimates suggest we've completed nearly 50% of the known work.
Okay.
So quickly.
Once decoded, the schematics are designed in such a way that allows our scientists to easily translate the information. It's not Prothean specific.
Are we any closer to understanding how to use it?
That's still open for debate. Utilized in the right fashion, our scientists are convinced it can generate enough energy to destroy the Reapers.
Nice.
The question is, how will it dispense the energy? And in what form?
You mean, how do you stop it from wiping us all out?
Exactly. We think the catalyst is the key to determining how to focus its energy, how to direct its energy at the Reapers alone.
I'm working on that.
You'll find the answers, Shepard. I'll send you an update on the schematics. And in the meantime, we'll keep building.
And we'll keep fighting. Make sure there's an Earth left to come back to.
You've always trusted me. I won't let you down.
We're still in this. The gods of war haven't given up on us yet.
Good luck, both of you. Anderson out.
Commander, the Turian fleet is stretched thin. We need more support ships. And Aquarians are willing to talk.
Ooh.
Understood, sir. I'll look into it.
Be careful.
Hey,
We've got reports of
good timing.
instability along the Geth border. Hack it out.
Okay. that can make things a little tricky.
Shepard, do you have a moment? A contact within Asari High Command was insistent I pass on a distress signal to you.
Something they can't handle?
From what I can tell, they sent several commando squads to investigate. None of them returned.
Ooh.
They didn't ask me directly, but I think High Command is hoping you might help.
What's your take on this?
That they wouldn't ask for help if it wasn't important. The colony's coordinates are on the galaxy map. I'll try to figure out what's going on.
I'm just catching up on the chat here. I need to destroy the Reapers and except our oh gosh. We have so much we need to do. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, look at all these. Okay, but I'm working my way through the Citadel ones. They're getting worked through. Talk to everyone. Just do that mission Liara gave you. Oh, will I have enough time? What is it? The potato. Okay, so assault the Spectre terminal, then locate access points on the Citadel. Okay, I did. I don't think I checked out the access points though. Should I check that out while I'm still here? Or should I do my rounds first? Then go to the Citadel, do that? Or, I can always do it later, I guess. But, is this something I should do now? The Batarian codes?
Goddamn Cerberus bastards. And Udina too. Son of a bitch.
Yep, son of a bitch.
Udina made a deal with the devil. He got what he deserved.
Don't feel bad about shooting him, Shepard. He had it coming.
Commander, I've got a lead on something interesting. Have you got a minute?
Ooh.
Commander, I found something you need to see.
What have you got?
A group of Cerberus scientists cut ties and fled. Perhaps they finally realized they were on the wrong side. We don't know what they were researching, but they were among the Elusive Man's top scientists.
Ooh.
They could help build the Crucible.
Ooh, that could be very useful. Okay.
Maybe we could recruit them. Lots of Cerberus people think they're doing the right thing. I know I did.
And you were right, Commander. Whatever crimes Cerberus is committing now, I was on Horizon when the Collectors attacked.
Really?
You'll recall I mentioned growing up in the Terminus systems. I was visiting my family at home. While the Alliance was running studies, you were saving me and my family.
Has the Alliance tried to make contact with the scientists?
They've been unable to find them, but they're searching. As is Cerberus.
Yep.
I've been monitoring Cerberus communications. I've charted signal frequency from various Cerberus cells by location and cross-referenced known ship movements.
You found them?
I believe so.
All
yes.
right. Way to
Nice
go.
work. Put it on the map and I'll give it a look.
Thanks for your time, Commander.
Okay, that could be very useful. Vader playthrough full biotic with Baragon. Goes full blind rage renegade by 3. Just the progression. Holy crap. I've been keeping up with my emails. What the hell is happening here? Okay. From Admiral Hackett. Commander Shepard, I'm ordering the Normandy into dry dock on the Citadel for much-needed repairs. She's seen a lot of action lately, needs a little TLC. A small army of techs will take care of the details once you arrive, so let's get your crew out of there. You're all on shore leave, that's an order. We need everybody at their best. One more thing, Admiral Anderson has an apartment on the wards. Head over there when you arrive. I hear it's a nice place. From Hackett. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, it's always... Stuff comes in over the weekends. It's just like... From Hackett. Hackett again? Shepard has promised. Here's what we have on Kai Lang. Alliance military enlistment. Ooh. Save it for later? Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, that's what it is. All right, I'll file that one away for later. Yeah, it was Anderson's apartment. He said, "Hold on." Yeah, Admiral Anderson has an apartment on the wards. Okay, let's look through this. Tours of duty, Terminus system, patrol and reconnaissance, Exodus cluster patrol and reconnaissance, reprimanded for taking medals from dead enemy officers, trophies, sentence reduced in light of previous exemplary service record. Okay. Alright. So I'll wait on that one a little bit. Raid of Ention. Recommended for Systems Alliance Medal of Valor. Kite's Nest. Tactical Reconnaissance. Accepted into Interplanetary Combatives Academy. Received N7 designation from Interplanetary Combatives Academy. Dishonorably discharged and imprisoned after charge of first-degree murder. N7. Huh. Intel on Kai Lang's activities after joining Cerberus is spotty. What is known is that the Elusive Man arranged for Lang's escape from prison, employing him as an operative for the next 10 years. Lang is now believed to be the Elusive Man's most trusted agent, working as an infiltrator and assassin. His cybernetic modifications appear to include Cerberus's Phantom-class implants. Alright. From James Vega. Hey, Commander. Just wondering if you got some time in the near future. Nothing critical, just wanted to chat. Vega. James. Oh, boy. Commander Shepard from Adrian Victus. Cerberus just ambushed a Turian cruiser full of high-ranking hierarchy officials. The cruiser managed to escape, but its location was top secret. Cerberus couldn't have located that ship without inside information, and the only other person who knew the cruiser's position was Volus Ambassador Din Korlak. I've heard ugly rumors of a bounty out for his head. My advisors insist I can't bring these accusations against Korlak myself. I admit, they're right. The Turian and Volus economies are tightly intertwined, and now isn't the time for the political crisis that would Brain's not working. Now isn't the time for the political crisis that would result, but the security of our fleet is at stake. I ask that you investigate Korlak in your capacity as a Spectre and find out if he is indeed a Cerberus mole. I forwarded information on his last known location to the Spectre office on the Citadel. I was just there. Alliance News Network information partners. Elysium, an evacuation shuttle nearly destroyed as it attempted to escape the Reaper-occupied colony of Elysium, was reportedly saved after a lone biotic worker intervened. The shuttle was carrying children who drew higher numbers on the colony's evacuation lottery, meaning they were not eligible to board the first wave of shuttles leaving the planet. Their shuttle was saved when the biotic, identified by authorities as Aresh Agdashlu, I apologize if I butcher that name, engaged Reaper forces that were preventing it from taking off. Agdashlu had a history of drug abuse and criminal activity and claimed to have survived a Cerberus camp on Pragia as a child. Witnesses said he killed several dozen Reaper creatures before he was overwhelmed, providing the shuttle just enough time to fly clear. Oh, I'm trying to remember Aresh. I'm assuming that's somebody I've come into contact with before. I'm just having trouble picturing them. Meet me at the bar? I already did that. From Jack. The students are kicking ass and taking names. They're keeping them on short rotation so they don't burn out, so we end up with lots of shore leave. Next time you hit the Citadel, come by Purgatory. I'll be there if I'm not blowing shit up in the field. Oh, good old Jack. Well, yeah, as soon as it mentioned Pragia, I was just like, okay, this is somebody from Jack's past, but I was trying to remember if that's somebody I've run into personally before. I was trying to remember, because the name Aresh sounds a little familiar, but the last name wasn't clicking. That's what I was trying to figure out. I was just like, okay, I know the name Aresh, but I was worried I was getting it mixed up with another character. Okay, good. So my instincts were correct. Good to know. Thank you. Oh, Allers wants to interview me. Hopefully I don't punch her in the face, like the other journalists who try to talk to me. Yeah. Okay. From Allers, the networks are going wall-to-wall with coverage of the attack on the Citadel. Everyone's asking questions about Udina's death. Can I get an hour or so with you to talk about what happened? I'm thinking your cabin rather than the conference room so we don't get interrupted. I heard you knew the counselor personally. If you need some time alone or don't want to talk about it, just say the word. I'll talk about it, why not? Sender blocked. Dear Shepard, changing my identity was good advice. Once again, you've saved my life. Oh, it's Kelly, yeah. After we last spoke, I overheard some refugees mention Cerberus. Then they said my name. I freaked out until I recognized their voices. Close friends of mine who have defected, in disguise and on the run, just like me. They are talented engineers, Shepard, who could help with the war effort. I've attached contact information to forward to whoever could use their help. You can trust them. Aww. Yes, I know. She's much better than the other one. From Cortez. Shepard, after you left the refugee memorial, I met an old friend who was helping out colonists with logistics. She and her buddies are ex-Alliance pilots, damn good ones, who left the service to build a life on the frontier. They're homeless now, and when I told them about the forces being collected, they were eager to join. I've attached their contact information to forward to Hackett. Hopefully they can help. Thanks again for helping me through this. I'm feeling good. I think maybe I'll hit Purgatory next trip to the Citadel. Want to join me for some drinks? Oh, of course. Game night. Commander, thanks for taking the time to speak with the civilian. I'd love to see how Commander Shepard kills time between missions. Why don't you give me a call if you'd like to grab drinks in your cabin? I promise a night of fun and games. Trainer. You know what? I might need a stiff drink after talking to Allers, so there we go. Goodness, that was a lot. Alright. I know I talked to Joker over in Purgatory. Yeah, I know. I feel like I've already done most of these. rogue fighter pilots. Yep, he's not here. Ex-Cerberus engineers.
Pound for pound,
there he is.
they're the best fighting force in the galaxy.
Pound for pound is irrelevant, given the significantly higher mass of Reaper forces overall.
That's why we're bringing in the Krogan.
Here, I'll talk to him in a sec. Let me just catch up on chat for a second here. Overhear a conversation on the Normandy about Cerberus assassinating her in a firing squad. Oh no, Kelly!
So Cerberus wanted to go into politics, huh? Nice job shutting those assholes down.
Didn't you used to work for those assholes? Something about leather seats.
I worked for Cerberus when they were vigilantes helping the helpless. Now they're a little too mainstream. And evil. The important thing is that you kicked their asses. And also that Ash aced the don't shoot your commander portion of the Normandy reinstatement test.
And I didn't have to shoot her. It was a good time all around. How about that?
Go easy on Ash. She's been through a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like drawing a gun on a superior officer, nearly getting the council killed. That's not gonna look good on the yearly performance review.
She's Spectre now, it's fine. When you're a Spectre, you can do whatever you want. Nah, too mainstream now. I like them better when people didn't really know about them, you know? Like, their stuff just was, like, so much better back then.
Hello, Shepard.
What's on your mind, Edie?
The destruction of the Reaper on Tuchanka. It is rare for a technologically superior force to be destroyed by an inferior one.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that
so now all
Thresher
we
Maw
need
was
is a
pretty
gun
big.
that fires Thresher Maws.
That's what I said.
That was a joke.
I'm sorry, Shepard. I was contemplating.
She's
The
like,
Reapers are
"Could we
more
do it?"
fallible than they proclaim. Despite its best efforts, the one on Tuchanka was destroyed by a worm. This has caused me to
Was a big
reassess the
worm.
probable period of time before I am non-functional.
You worried about dying?
In a sense. My processing power is consumed with calculations to help us combat the Reapers. But I can run those scenarios with the rest of the crew. May I ask you another question that troubled Jeff?
Yes.
Here we go again.
Tell me.
What is the purpose of synthetic life?
Ooh, that is a heavy question. Ooh.
It's not that different
Paragon.
from organic life.
Paragon.
A free-willed synthetic chooses what it wants.
But the purpose of organic life is to preserve itself long enough to replicate copies of its genes in succeeding generations. My purpose is not so clear.
Yeah.
The other successful synthetic life forms that I have examined for comparison are the Geth and the Reapers.
That's the thing. Like, the way she posed the question, it's like, well, initially they are made to serve whatever their purpose was. Whether they then can grow and change and surpass that original programming, then it's like, then you get a case like Edie. But it's like original, like if you boil it down to its most basic, synthetic life is usually created to fulfill a certain purpose, to do a certain job. A coffee maker makes coffee. But in Edie's case, it's like she's grown past that. So it's like, the way she phrased the question, it's sort of like, well, in most cases, it's doing its job. But in your case, above and beyond. You're still doing your job, but now you can do a lot of other stuff. And do it of your own accord. Yes, or pass butter. I haven't watched a lot of Rick and Morty, but I do know that clip.
Reproduction isn't all there is. We find meaning in the work we do. Good deeds.
Well, hey
we
there,
accomplish.
Kronos.
Love.
Wishing
I
you the
see.
best of luck at
I will
work.
search my files
Hopefully it
on the
goes well.
biographies of humans to see if prominent figures follow the pattern you suggest. It appears many humans did in fact do so.
That was quick. Gotta love quantum computing.
That was
Shepard,
fast.
I will alter my processing power to give priority to your stated goals. Duty, altruism, love.
Wait, you're just gonna turn yourself good? Can you do that?
It should take some time. If I have further questions, I will speak with you again. Thank you.
I will not consult you, Jeff, about these because you're useless. Ooh, Defense Matrix unlocked. Available in Map A. Alright, let's check that out. going on the ship? Alright.
Commander, Dr. Chakwas sent word that she'd like to speak with you down in the med bay.
Man, everyone's got... Hell, her head's doing the weird thing again.
Commander?
Oh, everybody's got to talk to me tonight. Okay, we'll see how far we get. So first I need to talk to Allers. Let's do that. Yeah, invite... Ooh, I can invite Trainer, or... Do I have to go to Allers, then, to get that? Okay. Ooh, I kind of would like to do game night with Trainer, but... You know what? While I'm here, why not? Wait, where was that option? It was there.
Trainer, if you're not doing anything, I've got a few hours free. Would you like to come up?
Yeah, what does game night look like?
Your cabin is gorgeous. I've seen apartments smaller than this. Oh, an actual shower. The faucets in the women's bathroom are crap, by the way. In any
Stop
event,
staring at her like that.
I thought you might be in the mood to play.
Chess?
I bought a board on the Citadel. GUI interface. Not nearly as much fun as real pieces. But I hoped you might give me some pointers.
Is this gonna cause problems? Have I started something I now can't back out of? Okay. I'm a taken woman. I don't wanna be starting something with she's lovely. She's very sweet. I'm spoken for. Oh, okay. So will it give me the option then? Like, can I say, hey, if you need to use the shower, you can borrow mine, but I can keep a good, safe, friendly friend distance from that? Okay. 'Cause, ooh. I'm worried That's It is also gonna open the floodgates on this, and I know. That's why it's like I'm not sure. Oh, can someone else? I know others say do not take a shower in this one. Okay, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna pass on the shower stuff, because I apologize, Scotty. I just don't want to chance it, because I don't want to screw up the thing I've got with Garrus. I've kissed Liara by accident while being committed to Garrus. I don't want to chance that again. I'm already on like high alert, red alert with Liara. Like, okay, fair enough then. Okay, then I'm gonna no shower. We're not doing that.
The most exciting thing you can think of is playing chess?
Well, if you're not up for the challenge.
Try me.
Okay.
Ha! Oh, come on.
Okay.
My word, Commander.
I can do it without
It's
problem.
that you
Okay.
wanted to spare your pawns the indignity of living under my regime.
In real life, that tactic would have worked.
Well, in real life, one doesn't move on an 8x8 square grid.
You know what I mean. The pawns are infantry. A good infantry line like the Krogan can take a charge like that.
That reminds me of a joke. What's the difference between Commander Shepard and a Krogan? One is an unstoppable juggernaut of head-butting destruction.
And the other's a Krogan.
And the other doesn't have a smart-ass comm officer to keep her in line.
Ooh, that's even better than the number of testicles punchline.
I'm glad you didn't run back to the lab, Trainer.
Thanks. So, rematch?
Hell yes.
I didn't want to chance it. I'm sorry. Am I gonna have to worry about the same thing with Allers now too? Oh god, can we just meet in a neutral space? You can join her and lock into a relationship, or just sit and watch her, which is the safe option. Oh, like, that feels weird. I'm sorry. Like, if we're not if we're not a thing, that feels weird to me. I'm sorry. Everybody is horny for everybody wants Shep. All right, Allers. We're gonna walk that tightrope again. We narrowly dodged it with Trainer. Let's see what happens next.
Trainer, can you send Diana up? She wanted an interview.
Right away, Commander.
Ready for I don't see anything wrong with that.
I'm ready.
Never more than a fling.
Commander,
okay.
It's no secret that Council Space has suffered some serious losses to the Reapers lately. Now Cerberus has struck directly at the seat of our government. If something as small as a human terrorist organization can hit the Citadel, is anywhere safe?
Cerberus has limited resources. This coup attempt was likely the best they could do, and it cost them a lot of money and troops. A little fear is understandable, but it can't paralyze you.
Oh, okay.
They've failed as many times as they've succeeded.
But humanity has lost its counselor. The Alliance Parliament is destroyed, and the
Just
Prime
a
Minister's
roundhouse
dead.
kick.
The line of succession is getting pretty short. How long do you expect any new Alliance administration to last?
Leaders will rise. You can't lose hope. Our
It's that
enemies won't
journalistic
rest until they've
instinct.
taken the last human being. Until then, we're not beaten. Right now, it's everyone's duty to step up.
All right. Now a question from Thesia. Commander, during your tribunal, some said you had Cerberus ties.
I mean, I'd
Thanks
be fine
for your
with
time,
Hackett.
Commander. This is Diana Allers for Battlespace. Good night, and stay strong. Be careful, Commander. You keep feeding me like this, and I'll follow you home.
I think we're just fine in front of the camera.
Oh, did you think? Of course you did. Me and my big mouth. I'd better get out of here before I send another wrong signal. See ya, Commander.
Get out of my face. I do remember she was based off of, I want to say, from like one of those like gaming shows. I don't want to say back in the day, but I know there were like some prominent gaming, like nerd-based stuff that was on the air at the time. I didn't watch any of them. That's why I'm using kind of that blanket term, but I remember she was somebody from that sphere. Like she was, okay. Admittedly, I'm not familiar with her, so I can't really comment. Oh, of course, the camera's got to catch all my fish. You were so expensive. Okay, alright. I mean, like, I don't know her. Maybe she just voiced the character. I didn't know they used her face. I don't know her, admittedly. Oh, IGN, okay. I was gonna say, oh, she's, like, yeah, okay. Like, I do remember vaguely hearing about that, but again, I didn't play Mass Effect when it was coming out, so I was not in that sphere. Oh, on Nerdist. Oh, maybe that's where I remember from. Okay. He just put a bunch of dots all over her, and it's just like, there we go. You're all set to go. Man, everybody's hanging out with Shep tonight. All right, let's do our hangout with James.
James, I've got some time if you want to talk privately.
Everybody wants to talk privately with Shepard.
Hey, man, how's it going?
Good, James. You?
Good, good. Wow. So this is what I can look forward to when I get my own command.
Got a ways to go, buddy.
You want your own ship, Vega?
Yeah, maybe
Oh,
one
okay,
day.
good.
When I'm old and I can't fight worth shit anymore.
You just come up here to make fun of your commander.
Sorry, Mama.
Don't make fun of my fish.
I guess maybe I got some things on my mind. I wanted to get your opinion on something.
Yeah, no worries, buddy.
Shoot.
What'd you do when they asked you to join the N7 program? I mean, was it a no-brainer for you, or did you think about it before accepting?
Ooh. I would say if it was me, definitely thought about it.
The N7 program is a big deal, but it's also a big commitment.
I hear that.
You get the best training, best equipment, best assignments.
And they expect the best in return.
Yes, they do. Why are you asking?
Well, even all the shit that's going on, somebody somewhere managed to track me down and forward an N7 commendation. It's dated the same day the Reapers attacked Earth.
You don't sound too thrilled.
Well, aside from the fact that there won't be an N7 program if we don't win this war, being a soldier's the only thing I've ever been really good at. And not 'cause I try. Hell, I'd have kicked my ass out years ago. Last time I had a command, I lost almost everyone, and they promoted me for it. I guess I'm just not sure if I'm ready to lead again. I don't know if I want that responsibility.
Aww.
You mentioned that before. What went wrong?
What didn't go wrong? We were out on patrol, checking on some strange readings, and the collectors hit. But they hit the colony first. By the time we got back, most of the colonists had been subdued or abducted, including our CO, Captain Tony.
So you were in charge?
Yeah. We laid low for a bit, waiting for a chance to strike, but before we could, we were betrayed. One of the colonists turned out to be a Cerberus spy working with the collectors. I had no choice. I killed him and destroyed the collector ship. But it got ugly. We lost most of the colonists and all but one of my squad. Not exactly a textbook operation.
You can't blame yourself for being put in a tough situation. And if you were promoted, then something must have gone right.
Sure, but...
If you'd saved them all, would things have worked out better?
I don't know. I don't think so.
The right choice is usually not the easy one.
I know,
Yeah.
I've been there.
Did you know that before you joined the N7?
Yep. That's why I was asked. And it's why they asked you. There is not a single N7 that hasn't sacrificed either themselves or their soldiers at some point.
So you think I should accept?
Assuming we survive this, that's a no-brainer. You're a damn good soldier, Vega. Don't waste that opportunity.
I'll think about it. Seriously. If you don't mind, maybe don't mention this to anyone else.
Of course not.
Gracias. Well, I think I better get back to the hangar. Things here, it's a little too soft for me.
Aww.
The bed's a lot harder than it looks.
Are you flirting with me, Lola? I'm going. Thanks again, Shepard.
Anytime.
Oh, that was nice. Look at that. Carnage unlocked. Okay. Okay, that's just the private terminal. Oh, thank goodness I can leave my room. Get out of here. All right. Let's go to the crew deck. Let's see how everybody's doing. I don't know how far we're gonna get tonight in terms of actually like doing things. So apologies if this has been a bit of a boring stream. It's just kind of the catch up post Cerberus attacking the Citadel. Hey, buddy.
Shepard.
Oh, Thane's name's on there now.
Udina loses his mind. The Citadel almost falls. And you almost had to put down a friend.
Got a little tense there.
If it had come down to it, could you have pulled the trigger?
Ooh, I'm playing Paragon ship.
I don't see how. We start killing our friends and war turns into murder.
But it doesn't always give us the easy way out, does it? At least Ash didn't have to join Caden.
Yeah.
Let's hope he's looking out for us. This was his fight, too.
Aw. Here's Morden on... Oh, there it is. Morden Solus. Okay. See, I saw that just before we started the conversation. I happened to catch Thane at the bottom, and it's like, oh, Thane! Oh. Alright, Chakwas wanted to talk to me. Moved back in, I see.
Speak with you, Commander.
I don't want to get kicked out of here again.
Commander, an opportunity has come to my attention that may interest you.
Is it drinking?
What's going on, Doctor?
Refugees arrived at the Citadel recently in possession of military-grade medical supplies and equipment. In reviewing our inventories, I determined we have an excess of medical supplies to treat contagion, exposure, and malnutrition.
They're equipped to help injured soldiers, and we have supplies to help suffering refugees.
Precisely. Perhaps you could ply your charms to broker a trade.
Isn't this something you could do yourself?
War profiteering is running rampant, and these refugees are wary of the Alliance military. They didn't trust me. But you are Commander Shepard, the hero. You could persuade them.
I'll find the refugees as soon as I can.
Speak with Tactus. Many of the refugees near the Citadel docks look to him for leadership. Thank you, Commander. With access to their equipment and materials, I believe I could increase the effectiveness of our Medigel.
Ooh. Yeah, I'll take that.
It would help all involved if you could barter a trade of medical supplies with the Citadel refugees.
All right. Sorry, I thought I had a sneeze brewing here. Alright, nobody's in the back there. Chuck was Garrus, who I spoke to. Ashley is in the starboard observation. Oh, and Liara's around.
Per your orders, I have the latest reports on the Council, Doctor. Their security is in disarray.
Yeah,
but
shocker.
It would still be weeks before we could attempt to position any agents in their personal staff.
Hey.
And it's far too risky after Athena's coup. Postpone those deployments.
At once.
I mean, it's a good opportunity.
Hello, Shepard. Hello, Shepard.
Ooh, audio recording from Counselor Gujir's Senate office. Secretary Phillips, the emergency fund's gone, sir. We don't have the credits to hire enough ships to evacuate the colony before the Reapers get here, not with the prices their captains are asking for. What about the military? They left an hour ago. They said it's too much of a risk to come back. Did they? Yes, sir. Here. Is this a passkey, sir? And an inventory? Phillips, I'm authorizing you on behalf of this city's Senate to seize any and all EZO stockpiles in our treasury in order to secure safe passage for our citizens on any available ships. These look like private stockpiles, Senate member stockpiles. I'm foregoing re-election. Now get us those ships. Yes, sir. Ooh. Let's use the... Ooh, let's get those upgrades. None. Wait, I thought I... Hold on. It said I could do upgrades. Hey, Glyph. Okay. Greetings, Glyph. Yeah, I'm trying to remember where to do those upgrades. Oh, okay. Alright, let's go to engineering. Oh, whoops. Ah, crud. I forgot to talk to Ashley. Hold up. I think she was in... Starboard observation. Okay.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too. Alright, well, now that we're done that, glad we had that talk.
My board is green.
Sometimes keeping the grid balanced is pure murder.
I didn't walk into any sort of conversation.
Need anything, Commander?
Nope. Carry on.
Aye, aye, ma'am.
Alright, so doing the rounds of the ship, not taking quite as long as I thought they would. That's okay. Here we go, we got Javik. Yeah. Oh, we got Allers, who I could talk to.
Breaking now, the Citadel in flames. A brazen attack by Cerberus, repelled by CSEC. We speak with the woman who fought on the front lines, Commander Shepard. How did Cerberus get in? Where was the Citadel fleet? Find out in a Battlespace exclusive. Commander.
No, that's it? Okay. She's busy. She's live right now. Let's see, we'll go see Javik. Is it foggier in here? Was it this foggy in here before? I feel like it wasn't. I mean, like, I don't know about the name. I feel like the name could use work. It doesn't sound very legitimate. But what is it, Battle Space? Like, I don't know if that was a play on IGN's thing at the time.
Traitors are the worst form of enemy. In our cycle, we would remove their limbs one by one and offer them a choice. Eat their own flesh or starve. Your politician deserved far worse than a bullet. And if the other human had not seen reason, her death would be certain too. There is only one enemy in this war. Reapers. No others will be tolerated.
So, you gonna take care of Cerberus, or...?
I would like to visit the Citadel sometime.
Oh.
When it is not infested with traitors.
I mean, we're trying. We're trying.
I've heard about the Kyleng human you encountered.
Oh.
It is good to have a name for the enemy I will enjoy killing most.
See, that's good. Finding a hobby. Finding something that interests you. That's great, Javik. I'm super happy for you.
Yes?
I'll leave you to it. Javik's doing great. Oh, I need to see the puppy. Hold on. I have to see the puppy.
Hey there.
Aww. I mean, he knows what he's about.
Hey, Commander.
Hey.
I know. Ready when you are.
I didn't mean to cut off his little discussion there. Oopsie.
Shepard, thanks again for being there at the Refugee Memorial.
Aww,
I feel better. Everything's so much clearer now.
Glad I could help.
Never thought I'd be doing a combat drop onto the Citadel. I can't believe Udina. Great example to the other races, huh?
Yeah. We tried so hard to finally, like, make a name for ourselves with the Council and with all the other species out there, and then Udina pulls this crap.
That last mission on Noveria shows why I love the Kodiak.
All you did was drop us off and bugger out. How are you proud of that?
I seem to remember being shot at the whole time, and everyone coming back in one piece, Mr. Vega.
Yeah, next time park it and come join the party, Esteban.
I love their banter.
Is everything okay, Shepard?
Yeah, it's all good. Okay, that's my armor locker. Procurement interface. Well as armor, Batarian. Armor's also in stock. Metagel upgrades. Okay. Metagel capacity increased by 1. I mean, it's 11,000. That seems fine. I know this is technically the markup. Oh, it just... Oh, 10% markup. That's it. 17,000. What else do we got here? Nope, nope. Nothing new there. Munitions. Pistol, sniper rifle, assault rifle. Armor's also available. Okay. Where can I get my last, There's one more model I'm missing. Oh, here it is. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. Alright, here we go. Okay. So I have the Mattock 2. Get the Mattock 3. Oh, I can get the Eagle 2 as well. I do like it. Ooh, okay. How far do these go? Like, is it 5? Like, what's the max? Because these are... Go up to 5. Okay. Ooh, how far do we want to go? I have 207,000 credits. I could get them. I am enjoying the Mattock, though. You can go to 10 in New Game Plus? Holy crap. Alright. You know what? I do like my pistols. Let's max her out. Yeah, that was kind of my thought process. And I mean, like, 7,500's not that bad. Yeah, let's go for the Mattock. Beautiful. Alright. Go for the particle rifle. I've got the particle rifle for a lot of my team. I will say, I enjoy this for upgrading. This is very nice. It's very convenient. I can do the particle rifle. At least like a couple of ranks. Because then they can use it to better effect. Yeah, let's go for the particle rifle one. Okay, this one's a bit more expensive. But spike thrower. 165. Ooh, this is adding up. And ooh, that's 10. You know what? I'm gonna. Yeah, let's go for it. Why not? Like half of my teammates are using the particle rifle, so I feel like I may as well just give them the dang particle rifle. There we go. Maxed out. And a gel capacity 2. All my stuff. Oh, I'm gonna get a whole whack of these going off now. I'm not gonna worry too much about the meta gel. And was I right or wasn't I right? By the time I'm done all this, we're coming up on the end of time. Oh. No, there's no point in saving them, I know. Gosh. How many more do I gotta go through here? Alright, so do we want to maybe... Nothing. Exactly! Next stream we'll be able to just jump into adventure. But I was thinking, because we've got a little bit of time left, should we maybe try and do a bit of looting, perhaps? Until 4, yeah, we'll see what that's... Oh my god. I was doing so well at cutting down my list. Now look at the... Oh my god. I don't know, should I go back onto the Citadel? There's a couple things I need to do. Or should we... You know, let's do some running around. Because there are a couple things I need to pick up, right? I'll return to him. Where's one of these? Okay, I know there were 1 or 2 of these. Oh, here. Sorry, consultant on the Citadel needs the rings of a loon. Yeah, I know. It never ends. Okay, maybe we'll do this one. Yeah, like that's what I was thinking. I'm like, we can do something where we can do a bit of do a bit of running around. Run from some Reapers a little bit, because I'm still not good at that yet. Okay, Salian Nebula. Salian Nebula. Alright, let's see where this is. Salian Nebula. Kite's Nest. Ooh, there's the Quarians. Salian Nebula. Where's the Salian Nebula? Salian Nebula. Here, hold on. Maybe I missed it. Or do I not have access to that yet? Where is that? Okay, it's the far rim. Sigurd's Cradle. Here, I'm just making sure I'm not missing any in here. No. Shrink Abyssal. Summer's Frontier. Mia's Wasteland. This Cluster. Dang, where is this thing? Cillian Nebula. Oh, okay. Well, then... Here. Then let's double check. Because, yeah, I didn't... Unless, like, I am blind, so potentially I missed it. Sorry, I shouldn't say I'm blind. My vision is not very good, so I could have easily missed it. More of a spin-off. Okay. Okay. Alright, then I'll wait on that then. Okay, so what else can we do? Reaper got to protect it. Okay, I haven't found those. Can't find that. Looking for Cerberus poison tailored to Turians. Find a sample of the toxin. Okay. Statue of the Hesperia period to help with the Crucible research. Find one in the Athena Nebula. Okay. Athena Nebula. Athena Nebula. Okay, where was that one? No. There it is. Ooh. Look at that. There's no Reapers. How about that? Alright. No, there's Reapers? Oh, okay, because I didn't see the little Reapers signal over top. Here. Okay, so I am here. Let me just double check. I just want to make sure I'm in the right place. Here it is. Find one in the Athena Nebula. Okay. Athena Nebula. Ooh. What's this? Okay. Oh. Okay. Check there. Okay, ooh, there's a lot of systems here. Okay.
I found something.
Oh, hello. Do you have it? Tavura, hydrogen methane ice giant with a core of frozen ammonia and trace hydrocarbons. I'm gonna read through this very quickly. The world is named for an ancient Asari goddess of love, sex, travel, and law. Wow, she does it all. Spheres of influence whose overlap initially baffled human xenoanthropologists. Asari reproductive instincts are strongly exogamous, and before alien contact, their instincts sent the Asari roaming outside their kinship groups to avoid meeting with relatives. The journeys necessitated a system of rules governing guests, fugitives, and alliances, all watched over by the goddess Tavura. The Reapers have ignored Tavura so far, its science stations and moon-based mining equipment offering little strategic importance. It is likely that a destroyer will eventually be sent here to exterminate any civilians. How lovely! Okay. Nope. Any luck? Did I find it? Sorry, Cruiser Siberian. Okay. I don't think that was what I was looking for, though. Hold on, let me double check. Nah, it's a statue. Okay. Oh, no, that's the wrong one. No, it was the Soleil Nebula. That was the one I couldn't find. Or Cillian. Okay. So I still need to look. Okay. Really sarcastic productions? I don't think so, no. I was gonna say, is that a comment on how well I'm doing? Actually, how am I doing gas-wise? Oh, we're good. 10 out of 10. Yalessa. Oh my gosh, this is massive. Oh, where am I gonna find all this? Okay. Jeez, I'm gonna have to come back. I'm gonna run out of fuel. Oh gosh, okay. Alright. He just picks up all the...
Signal confirmed.
Ooh, hello. Ooh, that's building. Alright. Every system has fuel as junk. I know. I might have to go back, though. Don't worry, there's no Reapers nearby. This is fine. Reaper readiness goes off. Please tell me I found it. Look at that. Look at that. Found it right away. I can't snap, but I found it. Look at that. There's like a million sectors. And I found it. Oh my god. Okay, now I gotta get the hell out of here before the Reapers show up. Sheesh. There's still stuff. Yeah, I know. Okay, so they're gonna come from that direction. Hold down the right mouse button and use S and D to move the planet around. Oh! Okay, see, I was moving it around with my mouse, which was probably obvious given how clunky that was going. Okay. Okay, there's my exit if I need it. Let's see what we got here. Okay, let's see if I can give it one more go, and jet out of here. Look at that. We've got some fuel. Now let's get the hell out of here. Go, 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 go.
Reapers eluded.
No. Oh, okay. We got it. We got it. We're good. We're good. Oh, just fear. Okay. Alright, so I've got a full tank. Yeah. Let's go to tomorrow's. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what we're working with here, because I can always work my way back.
I found something.
That's a lot. Okay. Look at that. Oh, and there's more. Okay, I might need to... Hold on. Just in case. Just in case. Oh, I'm such a coward. Okay, alright. Where are the arrows coming from here? Oh, they're not showing it to me now? Okay, then we'll live with it. Okay. This is fine. Don't mind me. I'm just scanning. Ooh, okay. That's good to have. Let's see if I can get out of here. Pray for me. I am not good at this.
Faster than light jump successful.
Alright. Alright, we're good. We're good. Look at that. I need gas. I will not have enough otherwise. Okay, we're doing okay. I'm beating my fear. Okay. This is fine. Okay. Let's, here, we can do a little bit more. Okay. Or a Sony. Yeah, let's see how far I get. Okay. Here, let's, just in case. Just in case. Okay. Just keep going! Joker, move!
Signal confirmed.
Ooh, they are on alert. Oh, I'm a big chicken. I will not even pretend like I'm brave. I am a coward. Oh. I feel fear. Oh, here it is. I know what I am. That's pretty dang good. Okay, here, let's get a save here, just in case. Cause that's a war asset. I'd like to keep that place. 50%, of course it's only 50% assets. Oh jeez. Okay, maybe if I can hit it here, I can get it. If not, I can jump out of here. Of course, it's, there it is. Let's see if I can navigate around them. Get out of here. Whoa, hello.
Evasion successful.
It doesn't go right away when I start to click it. There's always like a slight delay there, and it scares the crap out of me every time. All right, last one. Yelessa. Ooh, I hope I am gonna have enough gas to get home. Alright. Alright. Just gotta be ready. Gotta be ready for anything. Okay. Okay, so we got a couple over here.
I found something.
Ooh, that is a high alert real fast. Ooh, there we go, right on the money. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, that's, yes, I'm save scumming. I know what I am. Okay, 50% assets recovered. Oh, this is probably just gonna be gas, isn't it? Jeez, this is just gonna be gas. Alright, they're gonna come from there. And I'm out.
Reapers eluded.
Alright, well, it was close enough. Let's hope I have enough gas. Alright. That's okay. We got 3 out of 4 systems. Not bad. Alright, here we go. I think we'll call it here for tonight. Look at that. I'm fighting my fear one step at a time. It's that big, like, noise. It just gets me every time. It just, Whew, all right. Well, we got a little bit of excitement there at the end, but in any case, it was a lot of catching up with the crew. It's doing a lot of missions and, well, like little side missions and stuff, not like big shooty missions, but I'm sure we will get to a big shooty mission, which is going to be in the next stream tomorrow night at 7:30. Twitter down below is going to have all the details on that. If anything changes between now and then, something comes up, Twitter will have those details as well. So we'll have to figure out of the now 19 million missions I have sitting in my assignments, which one do we do first? So we will have a discussion about that. Don't worry. We'll make sure we cover it. But in any case, thank you. Yeah, I know there is so much to do. But you know what? It's good to be busy. It's wartime. There's a lot to do. A lot of important things, and Shepard is the only one who can do them, apparently. So there we go. So we'll figure out tomorrow night at 7:30 what mission we're taking on next. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. It's been a good time. It didn't cry, which was nice. There were some sad moments. Thankfully, I didn't need the tissue this time. I had it ready, and I'll have it ready tomorrow night as well, just in case, because this game just loves to play with my emotions. Until then, have a good one. I'll see you in the next stream. See ya.